Righty-ho, welcome to the Airbus A320, as usual. We're flying the RNAV Zulu 08 at Innsbruck in the middle of the night. We just got a traffic warning here ahead, but he's climbing away from us, so no factor. And also, we can't really see anything because we're in fog. It's not that bad fog, but that's the visibility right now. We've got broken 7,000 above, scattered 2,500 and scattered 1,000 above field. So basically we're going to be flying this right down to minimums. This is the RNAV Zulu. Wind-wise, variable 2 knots, so it's not too bad. It's actually 260 degrees at 6, but coming from the west we can take whichever runway we like, and a 6 knot tailwind is not too terrible and is within SOPs really. The Innsbruck QNH is 1019, so I'm just going to set that there and I'm going to check it one more time. LOWI, Meta 2707, variable between 250 and 310. Light rain, few at 1000, scattered at 225, broken at 70. And the temperature is the dew point, so that's not so good. We've got recent rain and no sig changes, so potential for contamination on the runway, and we should change this to 270/7 just to get the GS Mini updating. So GS Mini's not overly active right now. The minimum is 2,900 for the RNAV approach runway 08. The temperature is actually 17 now, so it's lowering, and we're at the dew point. QNH is still 1019, which is okay. So it seems like we've got a couple of traffics coming out, but they are climbing above. I'm going to just put out a blind call because otherwise it's going to be ridiculous. Innsbruck traffic easy, 24 Delta Echo inbound RNAV Zulu runway 08, 8,000 feet, just before the right turn. So they should hear me by now. Yes, floodlights, off you go. Dark cockpit, and this floodlight here can also go off. That's much better now, we might be able to see something. There we go, visible. Let's turn these lights down. Just turning the lights down so we can actually see something out the window. I've got TELFs in sight just below us there, and the iPad can also go away. If I can find the kick spot. Right, dome lights on quickly, out, dome lights off. And we'll turn off the integrated light here. Go right, so we've got a light, nice and dark cockpit for a night landing. We're on the VNAV and LNAV path now, with RNAV runway 08. Just about seeing the city coming into sight over there, I think. Yes, that's Carmarthen and Sil.
Terrain ahead.
Yeah, terrain ahead, that's fine. We don't need to pull up, we're quite okay as we are. Standard warning though. QNH 1019 is indeed the case. Let's just quickly check. We've got anti-ice on as well because we're 17 degrees. You can get ice between -5 and +25 in the right conditions, so we'll leave the anti-ice on for the approach. QNH 1019 is indeed the case, so we'll leave that in there. Few at 1,000, scattered 2.5, and we've probably got a bit of fog due to this low visibility. So I'm going to let the autopilot fly down until we are properly visual, which we're not yet. We're visual with the terrain, but not much else. I've programmed an auto throttle disconnect button so I can actually fly the manual throttle. So we've got a landing speed of 131, so I'm actually going to set maybe 131 for the final part of the approach, just to basically ensure that we don't have too much energy over the threshold, as that is often quite a problem. You can see we're using about 53% N1 for this approach so far, so we're going to hold that for the rest of it. Just entering layers of cloud by the looks of it. I can see Axams ahead, just about here. There we go, it's starting to come into sight now. We're overhead in Sing and Seal. And the runway will be off there somewhere on the left hand side. Okay, there's the rain. We'll actually put on the windscreen wipers as well, just to kind of guess something, some sort of visibility hopefully. Right, how are we looking? Still struggling for visibility. We're on the correct QNH, so we're not having a problem with the approach really. We're not going to get too low. Okay, here we go. This is starting to. There's the runway in sight on Pappy. I'll hold the autopilot until minimums, just in case of entry into cloud or any rain microbursts that might affect the visibility there. Yeah, there you go. For example, just entered the cloud there. That's caused us to lose track of the runway. The runway is coming back into sight just about. Okay, nighttime landing in Innsbruck. Got the left turn programmed, so that's going to start happening now. We're just coming over the sports park of Oberpfälz.
1000.
Checked. Innsbruck traffic, easy 24 Delta Echo, short final runway 08. I've just gone into another cloud again, so lost visual. And coming out of the cloud, back on visual. Wind's calm over here. Can we actually do auto throttle disconnect as well?
100 above. Minimum.
Continue. Non-visual. Bit of a cloud sticking on the runway really, isn't there? Runway back in sight.
$100. 50, 40, 20, retard, 5.
Touchdown. We might need full length for this one. Yeah, contaminated, so we're going to have to do gentle braking. Let's get it down to below 10 knots. Innsbruck traffic, easy 24 Delta Echo, backtrack runway 08, and then we're going to vacate via Bravo. Didn't have the landing lights on just until the last moment there, oopsie daisy. But actually, as you saw when I put the landing lights on, it didn't really help, it just illuminated how foggy it was. Landing light is the least important thing to put on. We always say. So yeah, the approach was okay, definitely descended below minimums. After minimums, we had some problems basically. turning off the auto frost definitely helps with the landing speed on touchdown, really. Okay, looking left, trying to find the taxiway lighting. Okay, there's the line. I'm going to follow the yellow line since I can't see anything else. Brake, 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 back down to 12, exit. Contaminated runway, very wet, very bad braking action as we saw there. We had medium auto brake on and I had to switch over to light manual braking basically, and then we managed to stop just before the end of the runway. So yeah, that was what we call slightly extreme. Hopefully that wasn't too smooth, as EasyJet may have a problem with my landings if I make 50 feet per minute in such conditions. Obviously was going to break the water surface. Actually, no, I'm just going to open the window so you can just see outside. There we go. Then I will take this stand here. There we are, brakes going on. 2 can come offline. I'll pop engine 1 off as well. We're going to get blackout for a second now. Yeah, there's a blackout. We go in here and we'll get the ground services to connect us some stairs and whatnot. There we go, and connect to external power. Right, landing rate, what was it? 92, oh that's too smooth. Too smooth! Just after taxiway alpha, so actually not bad. Normally they try and aim for the actual touchdown zones, but more often than not it's the one after. However, in those conditions I shouldn't have fled it as nicely as I did. So 92 feet per minute, maybe a bit smooth for Innsbruck. Yeah, nonetheless, nice, horrific approach, nasty weather, still made it. And the wipers can obviously go off by now. Right, let's notify EasyJet. Pirate filed. Yeah, I've gotten too good at making a nice, good flow with these. Too much, really. Needs to be more firm landings, I think. So maybe I'll stop it at 5 degrees. I'm always pulling a little bit further at the end just to keep it the last bit of. Just basically using my landing technique from a GA aircraft. It's very similar in terms of what you're supposed to do. 2 degrees up, 5 degrees up, touchdown.